Hey folks, boring a cylinder for a Pioneer today, and as you can see, this piston fits other models as well, and it's I think it's pronounced Namura, and we do a lot of these, do a lot of them for local shops in the area. Um, but it's such a big piston. This is a 102.47 millimeter piston, so it's 50 hundredths. Am I saying that right? Yeah, 50 hundredths of a millimeter. Anyway, it's the second oversized typically. You'd see, so this is 102 millimeter standard bore, and on a lot of things you would see a 10 over, which would be 10 thousandths or 0.25 millimeters. This is 0.50 millimeters basically. It says 4.7, but it's basically a second oversized application. What happens is right there. So that's what's considered a shadow in the machining industry, and it is affected on, well, let's see, from this is about 2 inches from top dead center. Well, maybe not quite. Top dead center would be about right there where my dirty finger is, down to where that shadow starts. You can see the little lines. I've already checked with my dial bore gauge, so I know there's I think about 1/1000 or almost 2/1000 wear pattern where that shadow is. So that's where it's burning oil from. You may pull one of these apart and say, well, geez, this thing's not very old. Why is it sucking oil? Right there is your answer. It's I'm not going to say a common problem, but with great big bores and short piston skirts like this, maybe it sucked a little dirt. I don't know. This is only done a few of these. That's possible. Another reason that happens sometimes, it's cold water is dumped in a spot and it changes the cylinder shape. That's only on one side, and I could hear it. You can really hear it when it's boring. It's zheep, zheep, zheep. It's only one area that's not touching. So if you take the dial bore gauge, what I'll do, we'll get down in that spot. So right up here, you can see, let's go back. We're at about 14 thousandths tight. In other words, undersized yet from size. From zero, size will be about right there, be about 1.5 thou. I'll give this for piston clearance. We go down into the shadow area. Look how much clearance we have there. So there's 2.5 thousandths in that spot. So that's what's causing an oil consumption issue in a lot of these beasts that you pull apart, and they don't have what's called a ridge on the top. You typically see a big wear area. It's not always it. Sometimes it's undetectable without either A, measuring equipment, or 2, the dial bore gauge, or C, both. So pay attention when you got something apart. If you're not seeing where the oil consumption is, might be hidden. Stay tuned.